Problem number 40, we're going to need a couple of derivative rules to do this. I think we'll need the chain rule and the quotient rule and the power rule. So what's the derivative here? F prime of x is going to be, so we have something raised to the 2/3 power, so we multiply by 2/3, we bring down the exponent. So it's this expression raised to the 2/3 minus 1 power. 2/3 minus 1 is negative 1/3 power. But then, by chain rule, we need to multiply by the derivative of what's inside here. X to the 4th minus 20x over x cubed plus 20. Okay, so now, let me just copy this part here. This isn't changing. Now, we need to multiply by the derivative of this. This is going to be quotient rule. So we know we're going to square the denominator. Let's go ahead and do it. So then it's going to be the denominator times the derivative of the numerator minus the numerator times the derivative of the denominator. And so this is our final answer. We could simplify this if we wanted to, but we're explicitly told to not simplify. So we'll just leave it like this. Okay, this is problem number 40. Problem 41 is asking us to use the definition of the derivative as a limit in order to compute the derivative of the function at x is equal to 2. So f prime of 2 is going to be the limit as h goes to 0. This is the limit definition of the derivative. F of 2 plus h minus f of 2 all over h. Okay, so what is f of 2 plus h? Everywhere we see an x, we replace it with 2 plus h. So that's 2 plus h plus 8 over 2 plus h minus 3. Minus f of 2, replace x with 2 here. 2 plus 8 over 2 minus 3. All of this over h here. Okay, now we want to simplify this. Okay, 2 plus 8 is 10 plus h over h minus 1. Is that? Minus, this is 10 over negative 1 is negative 10. Subtracting negative 10 is adding 10. Okay, so this is where we're at. We want to put the numerator, everything in the numerator over a common denominator of h minus 1. So let's multiply 10 here by h minus 1 over h minus 1. Okay, so it's going to be 10 plus h plus 10 times h minus 1. So that would be plus 10h minus 10 here. And we should be looking for cancellations. That 10 cancels with that minus 10. And so where are we? So upstairs we have h plus 10h is 11h. Downstairs I'm going to move this to the same level. We have h minus 1 times h. And once again, those h's cancel. And we're just left with the limit as h goes to 0 of 11 over h minus 1. Now we can just substitute in h is equal to 0. 11 over negative 1 is negative 11. So this is what it looks like to carry out. The limit definition of the derivative.